one of our first repeat podcast members, Jay Marino, my college roommate, friend from high school, and most importantly, best teacher at Wayne Central. I'll put it on the record.
I wouldn't go there.
I'll put it on the record. So Jay and I have been working together to teach criminal law to high school students. We believe it's our 6th year together. Some of our friends go out and speak to his class, but Jay is really taking really young people, exposing them to criminal law at a high level, not something that he has to do. He's a history teacher the rest of his day, and but he's been teaching criminal law, and I think I would put his class up against any high school criminal law class anywhere. What's your strategy when you're teaching, Jay?
I just try to have fun with the kids. I try to make it stuff that they're going to enjoy, topics they're going to like, people that they're going to want to hear from, the opportunity to bring in lawyers and judges and police officers.
Oh my!
Every person in the criminal law profession gives the kids a wide variety to do something that they may be interested in or something they didn't know they were interested in.
Yeah, so we're in upstate New York. You're a tenured history teacher, and then this is an elective class that you teach. You're not a lawyer, something that you picked up on you. And how did you decide to do that?
Move it to our department, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity to teach because knowing you and I had the ability to kind of plan something together and put the classes kind of a little bit different than it used to be. It used to be more of a careers in criminal law, and it just kind of focused on what you can do. I've tried to make it more of a using the people we know, the contacts you have to be able to bring in and learn a lot more about criminal law. It's been all over the place. We've had numbers that have been, my first year I taught it, we had 2 classes of 25. We've gotten a lot of people next semester, actually, they're looking at there being 3 sections for the first time ever. So not really sure what that'll look like, but 2 full classes in one semester and 1 in a third, and so we'll see what happens.
So what's the response been from the kids?
They seem to, there's some topics that I try to cover that I trial and error and like, oh, this isn't a big one. They're not really enjoying this, but there's some stuff I feel like they need to know to be able to understand everything. Because when we bring in the guest speakers, you guys come in and you're like, hey, what do you think about this? And they look at you like, what does that even mean? So I try to make sure we cover the basics and that they know it all. But I think the takeaway is I have kids who really want to go into this afterwards. And there's kids who, hey, when you have a guest speaker, can I come back? Even though I'm not in your class, can I go on your field trips? I want to learn some more stuff. So that's the part that's really rewarding is when they want to come back and still say, I don't need to be here, but I still want to come here.
You've been teaching the class for a while now. Yeah. Kids that have made life decisions based on being part of this class.
We've got people that have gone on to become law enforcement. We've got people that have gone on to law school. Some of them now that it's 6 years out, we might be getting the first people who have gone and graduated. I got a student now who actually had a last year. She's going to law school to do that. So, that's her passion now from this. So it's definitely been very useful and beneficial for a lot of students in the school.
Yeah, no, I've spoke almost every semester, or I think every semester, and it's incredible to see the young people, very engaging. We're able to hear a perspective of young people and share some of our experiences.
Yeah, it's been great. They go on field trips. They get to see what the inside of a jail looks like. They get to talk to lawyers. That's what I try to tell them is that some of them are there just because they have to take a class, but a lot of them are there because they want to learn something and they want to do something in the profession or they're not sure what they want to do. And then they go and they talk to you. They talk to some of our guest speakers who come in, and that changes their perspective. And they stick around. They talk to you guys. They want to do internships. So for a lot of these people, it works out great to see this in high school. It's not something you usually see in high school. So for us, it's great.
And I know one semester we had myself, I'm a practicing attorney doing criminal and civil law at a national level. We have a town court judge come, a federal court judge come, a county court judge, retired police officers, undercover police officers, all the way to
private investigators, to sheriffs, to
working sheriffs, the elected
district attorney.
The elected district attorney's been there.
We have people coming from the jails coming in and speak to us. We've actually been fortunate enough to go to Auburn Correctional. We do Monroe County Court. We get to see the sheriff's office, the jail. We get to see that gives them a wide variety of everything, the 911 call center. So they really get to see a little bit more than just what's involved in the law side of things. They see everything. So for them, it gives them a great opportunity to learn.
Yeah, and I think my observation has been you have kids that are really top students in all of their subjects, but in this particular class, you have kids, what you've shared with me is certain kids that are not top students, but they can be top in this class because it's something that strikes an interest for them. While they might not have the highest GPA in every class, in this class they can really perform because they care about it.
Yeah, and it is different. It's different than a lot of the classes. A lot of the electives kids take, they just take them because they have to. This one gives them an opportunity to get into a career field. We have kids who go to VoPro for it's criminal law, but it gets you like a security degree. So like a lot of the other ones that you can go to that for, you can leave with an electrician's degree, but this gives them a really good opportunity. We have a forensics class with one of our science teachers that we try to pair them well together, because you can see the forensics side of things, you can see the criminal law side of things. We actually want to move further and do a class that's kind of a secondary class after they've taken both of ours. So that's kind of the future of it, is hope that that's something we can do, but that's going to be a little more difficult.
You teach the same material year after year after year, and it's an opportunity for teachers to really expand their own horizon.
Yep.
To me, a history teacher is a perfect high school teacher to teach a class like this. There's a lot of parallels.
Yeah, seeing perspectives and seeing evidence-based claims and things like that definitely makes it connection for me. I think that's why, as a history teacher, I really wanted to teach the course, because it did give me the opportunity to kind of use what we do in class in a different way. And I've learned while doing it that the criminal law field is actually great. Like, it would be something that if I was like, hey, go back and do it again. Like, to me, watching to see all these things and all the people that come in and hearing all the ways you can do things, to me, it's almost like this is a great class to be able to have kids learn a lot about what they could do that I never had the chance to. You and I never had the chance to.
What do you think the value of young people understanding the criminal justice system at a young age, even if they're not involved in it? What value do you see there?
I think, again, I jokingly tell the kids, whether you're going to either, these lawyers and these judges you're going to see now, you're either going to learn from them now or you're going to be in front of them later. That's the reality of it. I'm like, this is free advice. The next time you see these people, you might be on the wrong side of them. So learn now. We go through the process. We try to teach them the arrest to appeal process so they understand what happens if you do get arrested. What are your rights? What can you do? Who can you call? So they are able to be informed and learn now, as opposed to if at 25 something happens and they need to be able to, they find themselves needing a lawyer in front of a judge. How do you do these things? What are you trying to portray as a person? So I think for them, it's important to know, again, we never saw that when we were in high school. So to be able to have this opportunity, I think it's awesome for them.
If there's other teachers out in the United States that are thinking about teaching a criminal law class in their high school, what advice would you give to those people?
I'd say the best opportunity is to have a person who can be your contact. Like, for you, being my contact has been an amazing opportunity to be able to get my network of people. And then from there, I find more people and I touch base with other people, and it works out great to just be able to grow that, because I'll be very honest from the kids on day one, like you said, I'm a history teacher, not a lawyer. I'm not a person who is in this field. If I hear from an expert, I want the kids to hear from the expert. So to me, that's the most beneficial part, is I can tell you stuff, but let's bring in a lawyer, let's bring in a judge, let's bring in the law enforcement, the DAs, and they can talk to you guys about what they do instead of me telling you what they do.
My guess is that some kids who are thinking about your class are going to see this video. How would you explain what you're trying to do in your classroom to a kid who's thinking about taking your class?
I think if you're somebody who's got any interest in anything in the criminal profession, from sheriffs to lawyers to judges to anything, this is a great way to kind of experience what you might someday get yourself involved in and not have to go to college, spend money, not find out the wrong way. And we do a lot of fun stuff. There's great field trips, there's great guest speakers, some of the stuff we do in class is great. So I think it's a very fun way to learn about the profession, and kind of a very low-key kind of way of doing it, where you're not gonna go to college and spend thousands of dollars on something you're uncertain to want to get into. So that's kind of how I look at it, for sure.
It's really interesting. I have a professional network of people that we talked about, and I asked them, hey, can you go to my high school with a friend of mine and talk? And the support has been overwhelming. The answer is just tell me what day you want me to be there. These are very experienced attorneys and people in the legal field, and they've come out and volunteer their time, and they come every single semester. It's not one and done. They just say, I know now you have a relationship with all these folks who are ready to sign up and come out and help the young people. It's been, I think, a nice thing for the community, the school, to get some people from the community into the school and sharing their experiences. Yeah,
and it's great because we do. Like, I've now been able to, you've given me contacts. I contact these people, and they give up their time from their day to come out. And that's one of the things that I make, let the kids understand, that these guys are coming out, giving up their time, their day. They're not Wayne Central. You and I are from our school. We're going to go there. But these people are just coming out because they want to share their expertise, and they want to make it be something that these kids can learn to love too.
Well, it's a testament to the students, really. Yeah. They are engaged with the speakers, and they ask really great questions, and we hear it over and over again. they're willing to help people who want to help themselves, and that's a great opportunity for kids at your school or any other school that
wants to do it.
wants to do a program like this.
Yep, for sure.